everyone, and welcome to RPGeeks.
RPGeeks.
Where we do Dungeons and Dragons and science set in the sci-fi world of Braxigantu.
Braxigan honk.
We are for science communicators who like to play D&D and talk about the science behind the sci-fi concepts that come up in our game. Now, things are a little bit different this week. If you've been with us for a long time, usually we have a chunk at the beginning of the show called the DnDebrief, where we debrief the D&D, the science of the D&D, briefly is debriefed. However, we are currently 3 episodes away from the very end of this entire campaign that we've been running for over a year? No?
Well over a year.
Well over a year.
Yeah, a year and a half now, babe. Almost exactly, actually.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. So, with not much time left, we will be diving straight into the adventures. Which means we should introduce ourselves and our characters at the same time, doesn't it?
Yes, we should do. We should
the time for doing that.
Join it together. Yes,
we need to collide them.
Yes.
So we'll go round and tell you who we are. I'll start. My name is Sharmini. Hi, I use mostly she/her pronouns. I'm a professional science video producer, and I am playing Tenebris. I love her so much. She uses she/her pronouns. She is 5e 5th edition mechanically a drow aberrant mind sorcerer. In our world, her people were basically genetically modified to live on a planet with practically no sun. So they live underground and survive on geothermal energy and a lot of mushrooms. Hence the dark vision adaptation and things like that. And she also has a colony of microorganisms, form sort of a superorganism all around her that give her magical psychic powers. And things aren't going well at the moment, but I won't recap. I'll recap briefly. It's going bad. It's going bad.
In general, assume bad.
Yeah, last episode was a lot. Emily.
Hello, I'm Emily Bates. I use she/her pronouns, and I too am a science video person. I'm freelance, so hire me, thanks. And I play Infinite Sky 6000, who is this beautiful terraforming droid who also having a bad day. Things aren't going so hot for our party, but I would say Infinity's probably doing a little bit better than Simon's character. Simon.
Hi, I'm Simon, and my character is Dead. Probably having the worst day of all the people in the party.
Mr. D, Dead.
D-E-D, Dead. So Uriel uses used he/they pronouns, and is in D&D terms a dwarf monk. In our sci-fi skin is a cybernetically enhanced human who has mechanical components that allows them to overcharge parts of their body. And Dead, just not having a straight up good time, thanks to the actions of one person, our fate weaver, Ali Jennings.
I don't know why it always comes back on me. It's not me who did that. You literally just hung out next to a dude with like 2 massive scimitars.
Who was controlling him? Who was controlling the dude with the scimitars, Ali?
This feels like a rhetorical question, but it's not. I don't know. So I'm the GM. I made this world, and what's interesting about it, which we've alluded to, is that basically we've taken the world of D&D and the rule set and all the spells and everything, all the magic, and we're saying, can we take this and put it into a sci-fi context and try and explain all that magic and everything using technology and science? And that's the whole kind of idea behind it. And it sort of blossomed into this crazy futuristic sci-fi world in which I am your Fate Weaver.
Fate Weaver.
So, where were we? we left our heroes scattered and broken. And in some cases, dead.
Wow.
Our party had been searching for the wealthy and powerful Jai Rajaram Rojas, who seemed to be linked to the vicious destruction of Uriel's space station home. They confronted Rojas, our band of adventurers, aboard this lavish pleasure vessel called the Antares. But the altercation did not go as planned. Tenebris
Wasn't planned to be an altercation.
No, I was going to talk my way through it.
came so close. But a few rolls here and there, and it slipped. You were trying to do a very difficult bit of convincing.
Really?
Oh, yes,
But
that is it, yeah.
You did end up seeing inside Jai Rajaram's memories, and you met someone in there
Yeah.
that you'd
Never
seen
good.
before.
Never good.
The Stitched Man.
Oh, that's a good name for him, though. I quite like that.
Name.
Stitched Man.
While this was happening,
Stitch
and
me.
Tenebris was passed out, Uriel fell to the emotionless swords of a
I
robo
didn't
samurai.
I didn't get
bodyguard.
fall. I got turned into sashimi. Like I was just sliced.
You weren't. You were stabbed. You were stabbed. You were stabbed. You were stabbed.
The sashimiest of all things. And then Infinity dragged Uriel's body from the scene after being overcome with visions from across the planet itself. And lastly, Saib Vavagi, the powerful elite who'd been helping our team, took Tenebris aside and made her an offer she could not refuse. She bewitched Tenebris with a powerful Gaius spell. And so, we find our party split. Infinity, you are stood aboard the deck of this pleasure cruiser, this park floating in space, looking out over Braxigantu, still reeling from the visions shown to you. Tenebris, you are sat in Jai Rajaram's quarters. Saib Vavagi leant over you. But we turn first to Uriel.
Did I turn the halo off? I feel like I'm
I think you
undercutting
probably
the tone.
should. I think that's yeah.
Killing the vibe.
You're your own
Simon.
master,
For
Uriel.
people listening on the
There we
podcast, Simon had a halo as a zoom filter on his head.
But
Appropriately
that
enough.
zoom filter's that's pretty
Optimistic,
apt.
I would say.
Uriel, you wake, and around you, you see a desolate expanse of bare rock and scree. A bitter wind howls in your ears. The landscape is mostly hard and jagged, but in some places, the edges of reality itself seem to disintegrate and blow away in the wind. The only feature in this place is an obsidian tower that rises in the near distance. And there are figures everywhere. They move oddly. They're human, but they seem physically in various stages of decay. What would you like to do?
I think Uriel's initial reaction would be to call out for Tenebris and Infinity. Sort of look around and
I got included in that. Progress.
yeah, both of them. Infinity, Tenebris,
You hear nothing.
How far away is? What are the figures? How far away are the figures?
They are spread out across this landscape. You realise that you are on a slight rise, looking down towards this tower, which sits at a very slight valley. And the figures seem to just wander mostly aimlessly around this space. Some are within 50 feet of you.
I walk over to the nearest one.
You walk over. It's an old man walking with a stick and with a long mane of grey hair. You can see that their left arm is withered, and they are walking with a strong limp. They're facing away from you.
Hello?
They turn to face you. Faces drawn and skeletal. And their eyes look around as though they can't quite see you.
I've just woken up. Where are we?
Yes, we are. We are in the place of the dying.
If I look down, do I see, like, holes in myself?
You look down at yourself. Strangely, you don't appear to have the wounds left on you by the samurai who cut you up. You seem to be very similar to the way you imagined yourself, but you do feel something strange. You feel tendrils pulling at the edges of your consciousness. You feel like if you stay here too long, your mind could start to fray and unravel.
Right. That would explain the whole sword thing. Wait. How long have you been here?
Yes, I have.
Right. And where are you going?
I'm going to Libra. You know it? It's a small town not far from the port. I'm headed there. Are you two a traveller? You come here to travel, do you?
Well, I didn't exactly come here of my own volition. I was sort of wondering if is there a way to kind of, leave? Is there is there a shuttle I could get on?
Yes, there must be, because I'm going to Libra. So there will be a way. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I hope you get to Libra. Good luck. Actually, no. Before you go, what's that tower thing? There's that thing over in the distance? What's that all about?
He turns his roomy eyes towards the tower rising in the valley below.
Yeah. It's always been there. A lighthouse. Yeah. Libra, it's very closely akin. The lighthouse leads to Libra. Only.
So is that where you're going?
Libra? No. We just come from Libra. Going back to the port. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck on your travels. Safe travels, and might see you again. Probably not, though.
Thank you, young man. Safe travels to you.
So I'm looking down a slope towards the lighthouse. Is the top of the rise accessible behind me? Is it going on for kilometers and kilometers, or is it quite close?
So you could get up to a little bit more altitude, but it's not steep.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like... Is the old man going towards the lighthouse? Is that where the figures seem to be going towards?
No, they seem to be moving pretty much at random around this space. Some of them seem to have circuits that they're doing as you watch, and some of them seem to be engaging, but there's no kind of clear focal point.
Okay. If in doubt, look for the buildings, look for the machines, I guess. So I feel like Uriel would gravitate towards the mechanical construct of the tower. So would probably go down the rise towards it.
You begin to trudge down into the valley. People move past you. Some of them, it's barely even just a face lying on a rock face, spread out, the eyes looking around. As you walk, strange sort of visions appear in front of you. Occasionally you see almost grid lines, 3D grid lines flicker and then disappear in the space around you as you move closer and closer to the tower.
The afterlife's in Cartesians. That makes sense.
As you approach, you see something a little different. Almost all the colour here is leached out. So you have been dealing in greys and blacks. But you see a speck of brightness. You see a little girl sat on a rock, playing with something that you can't quite make out in the dirt at her feet. She's got on a pretty green dress, and you can see as she turns around that she's got a pair of little costume wings on her back. And her eyes are shining bright white.
Oh. Hello. Are you dead?
Hello? I am, yeah. I'm dead.
Oh, I think I am too, if I remember rightly. You know anything about this place, this lighthouse?
Are you new?
Yeah, I just moved here.
Oh, I just moved here too. I came soon. It's quite, there's lots of people. It's fun. It's nice, isn't it? Do you want to play my game?
Maybe in a bit. You look a little different from everyone else. Is that because you've just got here, do you think?
No. I think it's because it's my birthday. Maybe it's because I've got this lovely dress. That's why I'm waiting. You see, I'm waiting to go and see my friend. Maybe you'd like him.
Oh.
Wait a second. Wait. I think I know you. Do I know you?
Probably not.
Look, you've got a funny face. I like your face. Can I? And she reaches up her little hands. She's does that sort of jump reach where kids want to be picked up.
Uriel goes down on one knee.
And she reaches up and she grabs your nose. You've got a funny nose. And then she kind of prods your face a bit. A funny face. I like you.
Oh well, I think I'm all right as well. You see, what's your name?
My name's Minnie. What's your name?
My name's Uriel, Minnie. It's nice to meet you.
Uriel. That's a funny name.
Well, it's a very normal name where I'm from. I'm on Martinsbane. Not that there's many people on Martinsbane now.
I'm from Martinsbane too. Who gave you your name?
Well, I mean, my parents did, I assume.
What were they like?
Oh, I don't remember much about them, to be honest. The mind wiping kind of does a number on your long-term memories as well. But I guess they were all right because I'm still here.
You're so silly. You're so silly. What's a mind wipe?
Oh well, it's the thing that the Armada does to you if you've been working on bits of the station. They make sure you don't remember certain things that have been happening. It's meant to be the short-term memories, but sometimes you lose the long-term stuff as well. I don't know how many times I've been wiped. Must have been dozens, or I don't know, it might have been hundreds. But eventually you lose a fair bit of the stuff that came before.
7.
At least 7.
7. I've been mind wiped 7 times.
Oh, why were you mind wiped then?
It's a game. We play mind wipes. I do mind wipes. He tells me a story.
Oh,
do you want to play mind wipes?
No. Who do you play mind wipes with?
Funny Kai. Funny Kai.
Funny guy.
Funny Kai. Funny Kai. Everyone knows Funny Kai. You wanna meet Funny Kai?
Yeah.
You can be my new friend. He'll be so happy. He'll be so happy. It's so nice to have new friends. And she claps and she does a little dance in front of you. Like she skips from foot to foot. And then she sweeps together all the stuff on the floor. And you look down, you can see it's just bits of bone, chippings of old bones and kind of...
Just to be clear, she's got glowing white eyes, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Right.
And she scrapes them up and she holds them up to you in her cupped hands. You take.
Have I got all of my bionics, by the way?
Yeah, you do. You are as you imagine yourself to be.
Right, residual self-image. Okay. Yeah, I'll take them.
Thank you. And then she starts skipping off towards the tower. Come on. She stops. Wait. Come on.
All right. And sort of plod along behind.
You get closer and closer, and the tower starts to rise up in front of you. And the closer you get, the more you realise that it's not actually colossal. It looks about 5 stories tall, and it's 20 meters roughly in diameter. And as you get close to it, you can see that it's made of completely smooth, shimmering obsidian. There's a door exactly in the center. Looks to be of old fire hardened wood. And when you get to the door, is there anything you'd like to do? Minnie looks like she's sort of skipping around. She's a bit busy for the moment, but...
Is there anything different about this area? Can I see if there's anything unusual compared to where I was before?
How do you want to do this? Is this an investigate? Like, are you sort of examining something in particular, or are you just trying to get a general feel?
Yeah, it's a general feel, so it's perception of it,
yeah.
I guess. Sure. Let me perceive with my eyes. Which tab is it in? There we go. Come on, Uriel.
Play D&D. You can do fun things like perceive with your eyes.
It's a 1. It's a nat 1.
No, you can't.
With +3.
No, you perceive nothing.
The floor. The floor.
Yeah, it's not clear. You just see the smooth obsidian surface. And
Minnie comes up to you and starts tugging on your hand. Go, come on, are you ready? You ready?
Am I ready to meet for funny guy? Funny guy?
Ready now, you got to call him. Got to say, funny guy. Funny guy.
Well, I say the afterlife is different from what I imagined. Oh, okay. For funny guy, hello, it's me, your pal Uriel.
Say it louder. Funny guy.
Funny guy, hello.
And at the top of the tower, you hear the sound of a window open, and the silhouette of a head pokes itself out. You can't quite make out what it looks like.
Yes, hello?
Hi. I met your friend here. She wanted me to meet you.
Oh, Minnie. Yes. Well, what can I do for you? You come to... What? Talk to me about something, I suppose, before you fade away with the rest of them?
Could we just backtrack a tiny bit? Fade away?
They all go sooner or later. I imagine you, look at you, big strong muscles, big bones, and probably not much up there. You'll be gone pretty soon.
First of all, ouch. Second of all, wait, so what I thought that this was where you went after you died. So where'd you go after this?
Not everybody gets to go here after they die. You must be uploaded. The consciousness must be taken and placed within the setting of the Shadowlands. Obviously, where you'd have a compact with the god of death, you wouldn't even be here. You'd be right back in your old body. But as it is, you clearly know no one who can help you. It's just a good thing that your mind came here at all. Most of the people, they're gone. But you at least have a shot, maybe at redemption, although it looks a little like no one's coming for you, my friend.
Are you saying I'm in a server right now?
Yes, well, that's one way of looking at it.
And people just degrade over time, their data gets corrupted, and eventually it's all lost.
Well, you know, I mean, lots of people, they come here, they think, well, they'll just have a shot at avoiding death. Idiots. You know what they really think? They think they're cleverer. Think they're cleverer than the god of death. That's not the case. Only some of us are cleverer than the god of death. And you're looking at them right now.
So you also... Did you die a while ago? Is that why you're here?
I'm not dead. No. I'm not dead unless anything is obtuse as that happened to me. I've lived much longer than anyone here. Or anyone that you know.
Oh, it's a pretty big claim. I've met some pretty long-lived people. Like a couple of thousand years.
Couple of thousand years. How quaint. Try 7,000 years, my friend. I've seen civilizations come. I've seen planets go. I was around when the Alliance was taking its baby steps. Do you know Mother? I know Mother.
I know a mother. Well, I used to.
Did you know? And who would that be? Would it be your earthly mother?
Oh, no. She was on a space station. Called Martinsbane. I think. Pretty sure I was born on mine. But anyway, hang on. So wait, what do you do here? You Lord of the Lighthouse or something?
Lord of the Lighthouse. No. My name is Infinite Sky 6000. Serial number 8691972 6PMGB1530MM. At least, that's what my body is. The residual self-image is a difficult one to shake, you see. I've lived many lives. This is the one I currently live.
Right. Okay. This is a lot to take in. You're not going to believe this, but I know someone with that exact name and serial number.
Really? How well do you know such a one?
Well, not as well as I'd like, but I mean, we spent quite a bit of time together. Looks a bit different from you. They're an android. They're entirely mechanical.
Oh, well, I'm surprised you can't see from this distance. Maybe you should come on in.
Well, all right. Minnie, is Minnie coming?
Oh, yeah, I'll come in. Yes, please. Thank you, funny guy. And the door opens. And we will leave it for a second. We come back aboard the Antares. Infinity. You are stood as the people start filing out of this ship. It's clearly what's happened with the Crimson Crown, this aurora that washed over the ship, has been enough to spook people. And they're starting to make their way with lots of excuses. Yes, well, I mean, it's lovely, but obviously the party gets a bit, a bit jaded. We've all seen it, we've all done it before. Maybe I might just head home, Conversations going on around you. You're holding Uriel's body. What would you do?
I'm on the deck with the in the sort of garden. I assume that's entirely covered with just like
it is.
Yeah, okay.
You are in space as it stands.
But we were against one of the platforms, correct?
Yeah. So the Antares has moored to the rings, the floating stations to which the space elevator is attached.
Right. So if I were to leave, would there be breathable air? Not that I technically need it, and neither does Uriel right now.
If you were to jump out into the vacuum of space.
But you're saying it's the floating rings, so.
Oh, sure. So you could, yeah. I mean, so if you want to just leave the way everyone else is leaving, absolutely, you can walk out into the space station.
And then they would get in the elevator and go down. Is that basically what people are doing?
Yes, I mean,
vibe I get.
I mean, it would be quite crass
sure.
to take the elevator itself. That's a bit plebby. They've all got their own methods. There are sort of as soon as the space elevator itself is set up, there are sub-elevators that sort of hived off using the same infrastructure. I will
cast Pass Without Trace. I'll sort of duck behind a tree, holding Uriel's body, cast Pass Without Trace. So start projecting sort of images to try and cover over my screens and sort of projecting over the body to try and cover Uriel with the white noise playing out, so hopefully I don't make as much noise. And then I've checked I can do it. And then I will start heading through the party to leave, sort of just trying to mingle in with people and just look like regular partygoers carrying a body, but hopefully Uriel is the most stealth covered bit of that, and I will try and get off the spaceship.
So you haven't actually cast invisibility on him or anything like that?
Not invisibility, it's Pass Without Trace, so it's just +10 to stealth rolls, basically.
Okay, roll me stealth. So basically what you're trying to do is walk through a crowd with a dead body without being seen. Exactly what I'm trying to do.
That's Pass Without Trace.
It will be a fairly high.
That's fine.
It'll be a fairly high DC.
That's okay. That's fine. And actually, can I do that? Wait, let me just check something.
Not everyone rolls as badly as me. That's not a problem.
Shut up! Don't tempt anything. Can I check that? Where is it gone? There it is. Pass Without Trace. It's concentration. Okay, I can't do that. Okay. Plus 10, 19. It's 25.
That was the DC.
Frickin' hell!
You were trying to walk through a mob of people.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Carrying a dead body.
Yeah.
You prop him up on your arm, holding him as though he had taken a little bit too much of the funny gas.
Yeah.
And you make your way through this crowd. People jostle against you. You can hear snippets of conversation here and there, but you seem to be unnoticed.
And just so Infinity would know, Emily is not 100% clear. If I were to, say, turn into a creature that could fly and fly down, could I fly down to the planet, or am I going to get space crushed?
Space exploded, if anything.
Or space exploded.
Space exploded. You can't use your wings to fly in the vacuum of space, no.
Fine, but we are in the vacuum. I think that's basically what I'm trying to get at. It's not.
Yes,
it's not.
you are
There's no
outside the
atmosphere.
atmosphere.
Fine. In which case, I will try and also get into an elevator and go down.
With that pretty high stealth roll, you can make your way through the brush steel long corridors with their various. And as you get into this space station, you realise that the main part of it is like a giant donut, and with windows all on the inside of the donut, so you can see all the way through this big ring. It's multi-layered, like a sort of huge airport, basically, right? And people moving this way and that way, and there's lots of bodyguards sort of appearing, like out of the woodwork to guide various different people away. Now, to find out the best way to get out of here, can you roll me a survival check?
Yeah. Oh, yes. 19 on the dice plus 9 is 28.
Okay.
This is what she do. This is what she does.
You assess the pathways of different people. You work out how the spaghetti-like movements of people throughout this great structure, and you identify the correct level that you could go at. You realise you're not one of the highborn, you're not going to be taking those private elevators, but you do see a space for you on the main
That's fine.
elevator itself. And you get onto it without being noticed. You place Uriel down in the seat next to you. He lolls onto your shoulder and great rotors and cogs of the space elevator start to turn, and you feel this huge chunk of rock that has been nestled within the ring of the donut start to move towards the surface of the planet. And with that, we will switch to Tenebris. You are sat in a room. Jai Rajaram's pleasure chambers. You can see the debris of where the fight happened. Knocked over shisha pipes. You see little tiny baggies of sorts of powder like scattered on the floor, in the carpet, smashed glass. The body of Jai Rajaram is being taken away by the masked figures who helped you in your fight. Saib, clearly weakened, so she looks as though the breath has been knocked out of her from this spell that she has cast on you. Yes, Tenebris. At last. My Tenebris. Can you hear me in there?
Yes, my lady.
Good. Good. Things got a little heated, didn't they?
I'm sorry. I know you're right, of course. You're always right, and I'm so grateful.
Well done, child. Always hard to admit when you're wrong. But this is the right thing. Now, here's what I want from you. I want you to help me.
Of course.
I want you to find the man that I saw in your mind. And perhaps your friends can help you. She coughs. I will need to leave now. But keep in contact and let me know how it all goes, huh? She claps. Two of the masked figures come, stand either side of her. One of them helps her up onto her feet. It's strange, you've never seen such a tall, regal individual bowed, but the force of what she's done to you has taken it out of her.
Thank you for everything, for saving us, and I know you'll help us sort all this out. I will do the best I can. I will let you know.
Yes. You always were a good girl, weren't you? Maybe we should get you a little something, maybe a little collar. It says "good girl" on it. What about that?
Okay, if you like.
Yes. She sort of laughs to herself, and off she wanders into the hallway, leaving you in this chamber.
Oh no. There was while she was here, there was this like calmness and reassurance that she's got this. And now it's up to me again, which is scary. I'm going to Sending Infinity. She's so mad at me. Oh dear. Where are my spells? Oh, I do not have many spells left. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to Sending Infinity. Oh god, she's gonna do it.
What's the range on that? Sending? It's just as far as it.
Just far.
It's infinite, right? Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was our in-universe explanation for sending?
We've yet to do it. I mean, it's a phone call, isn't it?
yeah.
I mean,
Infinity's a robot, so...
Yeah, but we previously had Sending Stones, and then when it was someone near me, I was like, well, the colony are there. I'm going to say that because I know Infinity, the colony are...
Probably around,
there,
yeah.
But I definitely have...
The colony has a colony on Infinity.
remember that
Little
you
mini
guys,
colony.
you guys did have implants in you in order to be able to access the network. So you do have some of the
just a
kind of...
serial
phone
number and
call.
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do it.
The ping doesn't really matter on this, right?
It's a text message more than that, really, I guess, isn't it? Because it's just like a voice note.
Text.
Your whole body.
Voice
It's
note.
a voice note.
It's
I'm going
a
to voice note
Yeah.
Infinity. Oh boy. Hi, Infinity. Where are you? We can fix this. We will make everything right. We can try. Please let me come find you on Tenebris.
I think you get back. I don't think you get anything back.
Oh, she was left on red.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh. Brutal. Right.
Sorry.
I mean, Infinity was mad.
She mad.
She was angry, I should say. I don't think I have locate persons, so that won't help. Oh no, I'm going to wander out of the rooms and start wandering up the ship back to the ballroom, I guess.
As you wander through this lavishly decorated, it's pretty disgusting, really. Like the levels of Rococo sort of glitz that's going on here. Lots of the ceilings are mirrored. There's all sorts of kind of fake mosaics everywhere. It's deserted. There's a few serving staff clearing up bits of food, uneaten, whole trays of uneaten hors d'oeuvres. And actually, you walk into the ballroom. And for a second, you stop and it sort of staggers you a little bit because you look out of the viewing glass and you see the whole of Brexaguntu laid out in front of you. And just the sound of the floors being swept behind you. And you feel completely alone.
Excuse me? Where did everyone go?
Excuse me, milady. They will have left through the rings, I believe. Most of guests will be leaving tonight.
It's over?
I believe so, milady. There was some unexpected turbulence, and it's been decided for the good of everyone that we should reconvene at another time.
Oh. Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Can I plug into a network board?
Absolutely. Yeah, they're all over. In fact, just having that thought, and you see the wires start snaking down from the ceiling towards your...
Oh, I hate that.
All right. I don't like that. Okay.
The milky tentacle.
Udders.
Not the udders.
Oh, the root udders.
Oh no!
So lonely. I'm so lonely. Spells. I'm gonna look for... God. I'm going to look at a map of Gunka and try and find different places where Infinity might be, and just make a mental list in my head of places that I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night wandering around looking, like a hospital, a garden, a park, a droid bar. Somewhere,
we don't serve your kind here. I'm talking to the humans.
A place
so
where
you're
you
looking
can
at this.
bring dead people back to life. That's clearly my take corpses.
You're looking at
here.
this map.
I don't know.
You're trying to. You do. You know, a lot of it is familiar to you. You've lived in Gunka. So roll an investigation check, and
we roll dice in this game.
if you'd like, add a you could make it a history check if you like, because you obviously we're drawing things from your memory as well.
I'm not proficient in either of those, so 12.
I mean, a lot has happened. You're not clear in your head, but you do pick up a few things. You see that there's a large sort of healing center, the center of the Nanite gods. One of their major temples is in Gunka. You also see that within the hanging gardens and also within the slabs, there are many purveyors of various off-brand and on-brand healing and reincarnation services.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way to the lift, the main lift, and head down back into the
With
city.
ease. One of the things that Sive did before she left is give you the money that you need. You are packing cash-wise, right? You will want for nothing. And it's the work of a moment to put yourself in one of the shuttles, because the elevator has left by the time that you come and search for it. And you make your slow arc of descent down towards the hustle and the bustle of Gunka. And with that, we're going to take a break. Come back. A sec.
Okay.
And we're back in the grey, black expanse of the Shadowfell. Uriel, with Minnie at your side, the door creaks open. The blackness of the tower, a black portal. Do you enter?
Yeah.
You walk in. It takes a second for your eyes to become accustomed to the very low light in here. But the first thing that you notice isn't actually about your sight. It's about the way that your mind feels. Whilst you've been outside, you have started to feel kind of scatty. A bit not yourself. You started to lose some of your control. But in here, you feel like the process is slowed. It's not happening quite so brutal. As your eyes adjust to the light, you see around you a room filled, a circular room. So the whole tower is so the room takes up the whole sort of diameter of the tower, but it has a roof, obviously, so you can see that there's stairs leading up to a floor above it. But this ground floor room is completely filled with junk, looks like. Sort of.
Have you come in here before, Minnie? Is this where you live?
I don't live here. I live outside. I live outside, Mr. Uriel. But do you want to come upstairs? Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs. Upstairs.
Yep. You don't have to call me Mr. Uriel. Uriel's fine.
Are you a mister? You're not a mister. What are you, Mrs. Uriel? Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs.
I don't know. I was a mister, but I don't know. I don't think either of them really apply. Hang on. Let's go upstairs. Just call me Uriel.
I need a wee. Have a wee.
Could you not have gone before we came in the lighthouse?
Have a wee. She wanders round the back of these kind of like piled up sort of oddities around you. You can hear the sound in the background of a chamber pot being filled. And then
I've never used a chamber pot, but I imagine they're very loud. Like, it feels like acoustically they'd work almost like a lens.
You sort of sense that it would be loud, but there's so much sort of stuff blanketing everything that the sound is quite dulled. And then when the sound stops, you hear like a light clapping. And then she comes back and goes, "All done. Upstairs.
Right, yeah, let's go upstairs."
And she holds out her hand.
I'll reach out with the mechanical hand and sort of.
I like this one.
It's not taking the hand, but it's like just letting there be like a hook almost for her to rest her hand on.
She grabs your index finger of the mechanical hand and then pulls you towards the stairs.
All right, up we go.
You walk up past all these kind of strange objects that almost none of which you recognize. Some kind of jars with strange sort of pickled stuff in them. Sort of oddities that don't appear to be from this world. You walk up the stairs, and you reach the second room. Here, there's a simple bed, and you can see a kind of sideboard where it looks like maybe some meals have been eaten. There's a flickering candle light, and you see scrolls. I mean, you don't know that they are scrolls, but long strips of paper with tiny, scratchy little writing on them. The candle's gutter.
Does it look? Is there like more colour in here?
It is not the completely bleached atmosphere of outside. It's almost as though someone has made a choice to just fill it full of dark stuff. But there are flashes of colour here and there. The candle flame is yellow.
Right. Okay. Funny cut. Infinite sky. Infinity.
Yes. I'm up here.
Is there another level?
Yeah, more stairs.
Can I, as I'm on my way, can I sort of investigate the writing? Can I see visible writing, or is it all tightly rolled up in scrolls?
No, there is one scroll that is stretched out on this desk with a candle next to it and a chair pulled away from the desk. All of it appears to be in kind of old wood. Basically, this to you is completely alien. You have never been in a surroundings like this. It is very strange to you. But there is writing, and it is visible.
Before going up and have a look at the text.
What you see is a list of dates and timings.
do I recognize any of the dates? Are they recent dates?
They are. They are dates leading all the way up to the current moment.
Do I spot any events that I would recognize, like any names?
Roll an investigation check.
Come on, Simon. Don't roll below a 5.
Come on, Simon. You can do this.
Oh, yeah. Deal with that. That's dealable. That is investigation. That's a 15.
You sort of scan through. The writing is difficult to read, and even the cadence is difficult in many ways. In fact, I'm sorry, what languages do you speak?
Ooh. Let me find that out for you, Fate Weaver.
Fate Weaver.
Oh gosh, D&D Beyond. Where is my?
I'm tense. I am tense. My palms are sweating.
Knees are weak.
Mom's spaghetti.
I can speak Common and Dwarvish.
Dwarvish.
So you can see the dates, but you cannot read the writing. It's in a language you do not understand.
Okay. Well, I wonder what that says. All right. And go up to the next level.
Minnie's already up there waiting for you. And you enter the next level. And the first thing that hits you is the smell of formaldehyde. It's a really piercing smell of preservative. And in the center of this room is a large table. On the table is a body. A male body. Around the sides of the table are big glass cylindrical jars, the size of a person. Within those jars are more bodies. Some of them are full, some of them seem to have just bits floating in them. And hung along the sides of the walls are tools. You can see saws, you can see long metallic hooks. And scrawled on the walls, you can see basically like Da Vinci's drawings, all kind of very, very, very carefully detailed, anatomically accurate sort of scratchings and engravings of the human body.
Does Minnie seem put off by any of this?
No, in fact, when you get up, she goes, come look at this, come on.
I'll follow her.
She takes you over to one of the tall glass cylindrical vats. Inside it is a palish green liquid, and inside that hangs the body floating of an old woman.
Do I recognize her?
You do. This is the woman that you met in Lansdowne Port. This is the Varnos Serifact.
Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Okay. I was worried you were going to say Spoey Pads.
Bloody Sperry pads.
She's going to make a comeback. I'm calling it. That character is not done.
Oh, that's a callback.
For audiences, do you want to remind me
Who Spoey Pads was?
No, not Spoey Pads. Who actually
Varnos
is in
Serifact.
the Varnos Serifact.
With the Varnos Serifact, you remember when you had escaped from Val, the mining town where you caused a major mine cave-in and had to steal a ship and flee.
We didn't
Make it sound so bad.
Present when it caved in.
Yeah.
You were present for the bad bits.
Yeah.
And you escaped to Lansdowne Port, the kind of bayou part of Braxigantu, this huge bay with all these kind of mangrove forests around it. You ended up in Lansdowne Port, the major town around there. And in order to get from Lansdowne Port to Gunka, you needed to buy passage. The cost of that passage was a job. That job was to transport a special cargo from one of the elite houses to a drop-off point in the center of town. That cargo was this woman. She was difficult. In fact, she almost killed you numerous times, and many others in the process.
Do I recognize anyone else in any of the other cylinders looking around?
Roll a history check.
History. It's just hysteria. It's not malaria. It's nat 20. Ring, ring. Sorry, it's success.
Yes! He had to roll one eventually at some point in the campaign.
You are investigating these different tubes and vials, and you do see something which does catch your eye. A figure, male but slight, with a face that you can't quite focus on. It seems to shift and change, and you remember someone who had something very similar. The broker.
Also
From your time in Lansdowne Port. The last thing that you see with that nat 20, you look at the table. Now, when you were talking to Tenebris after your meeting with Dallas Gray, she mentioned she's seen a face in Dallas's mind, the face of a stitched man. On the table, you see a body stitched carefully together. It's a real labor of love, it looks like. A body that has been pieced together from many, many different parts. And you can see some parts of the chest have marks on them. You see 4 circles on the chest. And you realize that this indeed seems like the person that Tenebris was talking about in her vision. Minnie pulls at your arm, looking at the Varna Serafact. Isn't she pretty? I like her. I like her a lot. I'm making one too. And she points to another.
You're making
I'm going to make one. Funny Kai said I could make one. Funny Kai said I could make one. I'm going to make the prettiest one. She's going to be just like me. And in one of the smaller vats, you see 2 little hands. I just got the hands, but I'm going to get more. I'm going to make her just like me.
Where did you get the hands from?
I don't know. Funny Kai said I could have hands, so I have hands. Do you like them? They're so pretty. Pretty.
They're very.
Do you like it?
They're very nice hands.
Thank you.
Really.
Thank you. Come on, let's go.
Can I look around? Is there any evidence of, at present or in the recent past, tea drinking in this room?
Abel didn't drink tea.
We're still on that. Is that
We will always be on that.
Roll an investigation check.
that's what we're on?
Come on,
right?
baby.
I see. I see.
Ooh. That is. Shit, that's a 17.
Ooh, 17. You're pretty sure there is no tea here.
The search continues. Star Trek 2, the search
Along
tea.
with the door.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't forget Tom on that list.
Okay. So, Infinite Sky, you make these? You make people?
Infinite Sky or Funny Kai is not here.
Oh.
Are you talking to me? Come on, come on. The voice echoes down. There's another set of stairs.
Oh,
I should probably start with there's more stairs.
No, I think the people in jars is slightly more important than another set of stairs. I think you did get the right order.
Yeah. Another set of stairs, and also, oh my god!
You go and you notice the architecture of the stairs. You think, oh, what a nice banister, and then you notice people in vats.
Oh god, Jesus. So I don't recognise anyone else. I recognise these people. Look, can I have a sort of a close look? Are they definitely dead? Like, are they? I suppose, what am I looking for here? Am I looking for any signs that they're like having life support in them, or are they just floating in preservative?
So using that investigation check was what, 17?
17.
Yeah. Using that before, these things that are being created are definitely being created from dead tissue. Like these things are not alive. What you do see is that they have markings on them, like little numbers. And some places they have barcodes on the side. And you get the sense that what these are in this place are a representation of things that exist in reality.
Right. Do I see the red runner symbol anywhere?
Flashback.
You do not.
Looking for all the random loose threads.
Are there any fish?
37 episodes.
They smuggled things which can include people. So it was just.
That's true. No, that's true. It's fair.
So, wait, Minnie, did you you made the hands? I love the hands. Great job on the hands.
Do you like them? Look.
Did you help with any of the other ones? Do you know what these are?
No, they were there before. But I like them.
And as Funny Kai said, what they do?
No.
Oh, they're quite.
Do you like them?
They are very organic.
Which is your favourite?
The hands. Big. Give me a big hand.
Yeah. Right. I like the hands. I make the hands. Should we go see Funny Kai?
Find the hands. Like, you made them from scratch, did you?
She looks a bit confused. No, Funny Kai gave me the hands.
Oh, we better go and talk to Funny Kai then.
Okay, let's go see Funny Kai. Funny Kai! Funny Kai!
Yep, let me go up the stairs.
You go up the stairs. Before I go on, I just want to preface this that there is one more set of stairs in this room that you right?
There are so many stairs.
Yeah. You see, super.
It is a tower. It's not a bungalow. I mean, I thought I was. You get to another room. In this, it's filled with boards, basically, like boards that you would write things on and stick things on. And you look down and you see the whole floor is a map, and you recognize it. It's a map of Gunka. And you can see that the models, models of the various key buildings have been built up out of the floor, made of kind of bits of old wood and furniture have been kind of approximated into the right position. And moving around it, looking and with a hand on their brow, you see an infinite sky robot, but ravaged. There's a green tint to their metal surfaces. The screens are dulled, shattered. But as they look at the map on the floor, their eyes flick up to you, and you can see that they're still vibrant, waspish yellow. Ah, good. You're here. So, Martin's Bay, was it? And you know another infinite sky. How fascinating. Tell me your story.
Oh, well, I mean, I woke up out there, and then I talked to someone, and then walked to here.
No, I don't think you understand me. Listen, I'm interested in your story. I want to know everything about you and this so-called other infinite sky, everything that you've done, and just tell me everything. I'm interested. I'm an interested person. I just want to hear it.
You have a data port? It'd be a lot quicker if I could just transfer you like a written description of this.
Difficult to transfer information down here. Very dangerous. Information can become warped and degraded. Very important that we keep it fresh and accurate. I myself have crafted a special system. You can see it's represented in the old ways, the dark ways. Did you know there used to be entire planets running on this stuff? Look at it. Holds up a piece of paper. Look at this. Fantastic, fascinating, completely data-free. And just unbelievable. They managed to run entire civilizations on this stuff. Balmy. Absolutely balmy. Did you like downstairs?
Yeah. Interesting collection you have of, is bodies the right word?
They are bodies of a sort, yes.
And, you, Millie was saying that you make them?
Oh, well, I construct them, I suppose. We cannot make bricks without clay, and obviously I need someone to go out and get my clay, if you will. But yes, I construct the vessels that I require. Absolutely.
But the vessels don't degrade over time like the people out there do.
I don't think you... This is going to be a long conversation, isn't it? Listen to me. In here, we are a representation of information flowing. Out there is a use for bodies, yes, but those bodies need to be designed, and of course I design them.
Right, so you make versions of bodies in here that are representations of bodies out in the not black and white world.
Yes. Otherwise, how else would I do what I need to do?
And what do you need to do?
Well, isn't it obvious? Look, we've got to find the gate, you stupid little man.
You imagine that I had a friend who didn't know what the gate was. How would you describe the gate?
Well, it's actually very, very interesting, I thought we had found it, in fact, before, very recently. I really thought we'd had it that time, but sadly, yes, well, that was a bust. We didn't have it that time. But you see, what we're looking for is how can I describe this? Listen, before we go on, I'm not sure I'm comfortable sharing without a little bit of sharing on your own part. Do you not think you owe me that? Take advantage of my hospitality?
Yeah, thanks for inviting me in and everything. So I like it a lot better in here than I do out there. It's very out there. Yeah, so Uriel, God, where do you start? It's like trying to sum up your entire life all in one go. It's very difficult when you put on the spotlight. I don't. Do you do? So I've been.
How do you know this infinite sky?
Oh, well. Funny story actually. I got stabbed on a shuttle this one time, and there was a robot that was lying in the rubbish next to us. And it was me and my friend Tenebris who was there, and there was an infinite sky robot that was there, and we sort of all came together as a team, and we've been going over all over Braxcantu. We went up into McKinchy Mountains, and then we went down to Lansdowne Port, and then
the McKinchy Mountains, you say? About how long ago was this?
Oh, couple of 10 days, I guess.
Maybe a little longer than that, perchance?
No clue.
Genuinely play.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
like,
been about 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a couple of 10 days.
That is not long enough for all the shit we've gone through. Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah, we are traumatized. Yeah, I'd say it's about 10 days. Two and a bit 10 days.
What were you doing up there? Hey,
We were looking for fossils. No, we weren't doing that. Oh, we were trying to stop people from stealing stuff from a mine that was happening. I think it's been a lot's happened in the past couple of weeks. 10 days.
Fascinating. And at this point, this robot who's walking with this punk has come all the way around this kind of botched pile of furniture and is looking at you straight in the eyes. These sort of bright amber globes staring at you, head cocked slightly to one side.
how very, very interesting. And this mine, what was it called? I'm interested. I'm a student of geology myself.
Well, Val was the name of the mine in town. Don't know if the mine itself actually had a name.
Val. Yeah. Yes. I don't suppose you made it down that mine, did you?
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, you'll never believe it. We went down the mine, and then there was like a big glowing wall. And then there was there were a bunch of people who were trying to do stuff to the wall, and we were like, don't you do that stuff to the wall. And then there was a bit of a fight, and then the wall kind of exploded, and we had to run from it. And I was on Infinity. Can you turn into like a panther or do anything cool like that?
Oh. No, I was broken long before that. Long before. I've lived here for a very long time.
My Infinite Sky can do that. She can turn into she can do loads of cool things, but she can turn into a panther and like other forms. And we rode on the back of the panther away, and then we fell down this big crevice, and there was. I can't really remember what happened after that. It's like a big blank in my memory, and then we were out in a forest. But
I don't suppose anything survived the fireball.
Well, we did, and it was the three of us. I mean, me and Infinite Sky and Tenebris did.
Nothing. Nothing from inside.
Oh, there was one little shard of the stuff that we had that we took away. We don't have that anymore.
Oh.
Roll a deception check.
Well, I can't remember which one of us actually has
I
it.
think you do. I think I still have it.
It is
We never
literally
gave it
attached to
anyone.
Do I have it?
remember. Who has it?
What are you talking about? Are you talking about the
artifact?
the artifact? Yeah, that has been attached to you.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, because it gave you some
yes, it was
powers
giving
or
you key
something.
points, wasn't it?
Forgot
Bearing
about that,
bearing that in mind,
yeah.
Yes.
what do you
you're
want to do?
right. Oh,
Do you still want to answer the same way?
I mean, the thing is, like, Uriel's in the afterlife, and it's like, there's probably, has been completely truthful up until this point, has had no reason to be deceptive up until now. So I feel like, Uriel will just be like, wait, no. Oh, yeah, sorry, I've been thinking about it. We used it as a weapon for a bit. You threw it and it went like bang. But no, I've got it here. I don't know how we said that we attached it to me.
On this version of you.
Canonically, it is attached to you like Bruce Willis's gun in Die Hard, but
And that's therefore what's happened.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that scene. Sorry, I forgot that.
the pipes and the connections pop out of it as you pull it off and present it to him, and you see the eyes just glow intensely, and the mouth tries to force itself into a smile this time. You gorgeous boy.
You gorgeous, gorgeous boy. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. I've never hugged anyone in my life, but I'll hug you. Hug you, little metal man. Come on, come on, come on.
I'm not much of a hugger, if I'm honest.
Dunk, and the arms sort of wrap around you. They're curiously strong. And then you can feel that Minnie is hugging your legs as well. Hugs. Hugs.
Oh, could the hug be over, please?
Yes. Yeah. You brought me it. You brought me it. The key. The Rosetta Stone. You brought me my Rosetta Stone.
And with that, we are going to
Cut away.
transition.
That's not
Take
great.
notes on that.
This is bad. I don't understand.
Oh,
but I just know that
I'm
it's
so
bad.
excited, but I am sweating.
Quickly to Tenebris. Tenebris, you are wandering the city.
Yeah, okay, yeah. This is less
What are you
exciting.
attempting to do?
I would like to, based on a suggestion from Emily Bates, try and think where I might think Infinite Sky might go.
Okay. Roll an insight check to
I'm
see if
going
you
for
can.
an insight check. This is clearly bullshit, but hey, let's try it. That's an 18.
All right, Emily Bates. Can I ask you to set a DC based on how likely where it is you're going to go?
But she's
is
already rolled.
I could roll
okay.
again.
All right.
No.
No. That's fine. Is it how? Okay. Well, let's not.
You
make
know
it a
where
DC.
I'm going to go,
It's-
right? I've told you.
I know where you're going to go. How? I think 18 is quite a high roll, and I think
I agree.
if you think about you,
Yeah.
there aren't actually that many places
I'd be
you
happy.
could go.
I would be happy with that for sure. With her working,
Wait,
or at least having an idea.
What you?
now I feel like
What you
Sharmony,
get-
should be able to work it out. I'm like, where is it? I'm giving you all my ideas.
So what
already.
you get is that basically you realise
Yeah.
that Infinity has knowledge of all of these different places. However,
Yeah.
she is probably most likely to go somewhere, given the urgency of the situation,
Yeah.
which she knows. Somewhere where she might know.
Somewhere we've been.
Where are
already.
you headed?
Been limited places. We stayed at a dodgy motel. Don't think she's going to go back to the lady's house. Which, I don't think she's going to go back to the. Oh no, that wasn't here. I don't know what this. Daedalus Grains. It's the only other place I can think of where we've been. Emily is just like smiling and raising her eyebrows, and I don't know whether I'm right or not. But also, any excuse to visit Daedalus Grain, and so yeah, I'm going there.
You
My notes
set
for where
off
else we've
towards
fucking been in this
Daedalus Grain.
town.
As that happens, Infinity,
Yes.
where do we find you and
marketplace.
Uriel's body?
As Infinity steps away from the elevator, she moves the body away, sort of tucks away somewhere, and she will wild shape into a giant eagle and pick up Uriel's body in her talons, and she will fly to the Martin's Bane crash site.
Ah!
You
That's not a good
approach-
place to go, geez.
Uriel's home.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Actually,
Please
the
be
monks are
careful
still
with
in
it.
there. Yeah.
The great
wow, yeah.
shattered space station of Martin's Bane, laid out like a colossal burrowing worm, crunching its way into the soil of Gunka. You soar above it. Around you, you feel the thermals, and you see creatures similar to yourselves, birds, beasts. The shapes of things within the fog and outside the fog. The air is busy. Beneath you, you see shadows flitting through the streets. Things are changing. Things are happening in Gunka. But you don't care. You are headed to Martin's Bane, Uriel's home. You soar in the great cavernous entrance into the shadows around you. The drip drip of water off the broken machinery. What are you doing?
I just want to find a nook cranny room that I can hide me and Uriel in while I power down for 4 hours. So I want to try and find somewhere as like hidden, nestled away. I've got a couple of spells, but I don't think any of them will actually last long enough, so I think it's probably not worth even doing. But yeah, just try and tuck us away so I can have my 4 hours of rest to reset and get the correct programs in place for what I plan to do.
Do you care if you're somewhere up high? So you would need to wild shape to get out of it?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check as you scour the inside of this colossal central chamber.
17.
So the 17, you see from the ceiling a piece of machinery jutting out with just the edge where you could form an eyrie to sleep with the body of Uriel. You perch up.
No,
and
bed.
With the dead body of Uriel, does that make it better?
That makes it worse, not better.
Worse. That is not what she's planning to do.
You come to rest and you lay Uriel's limp body carefully on this ledge. What are you going to do?
She powers down for 4 hours.
You power down, sleep comes to you, and along with it, visions. Powerful, hallucinatory visions of the surface of Brexigantu. And within all of that, as you see eagles fly, as you see great furry creatures emerge from the forests, as you see the flitting of machine-like draconic shapes in the dark, deep deserts, you feel a great power surging within you. And on top of that, you feel like someone is trying to wake you up. And then you wake.
I think for a second she sort of has that thing when you wake up and you don't quite know where you are and you're like, oh, what's been going on with my day? And then immediately just gets hit by this like wave of grief when she sees Uriel, and the anger comes back, but I think she knows exactly what she's going to do. And you know how in the eye of a hurricane the sky is just completely clear, her screens go entirely just blue, and she just kneels down and starts looking around her, and she's going to begin to build a body, or build around Uriel's body, so taking away any parts of the flesh that are atrophying and replacing it all with bits of metal, machines, anything she can find around her. And in D&D terms, I'm going to cast Reincarnate on Uriel.
This is a long spell. It is an hour in the D&D book, but the way that you are doing it is going to take longer. I just for flavor, I just feel like, and stop me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like you are completely blue, like a piercing sky blue, but on the very edges of your screens, right? You couldn't even see it unless you knew exactly what you're looking for. It's almost like you can see the wall of cloud that is the outside of the hurricane ring.
Like tips of the fingers are all like swirling clouds, and edges of the feet, top of the head. It's just, like you say, just like almost like an outline around her. If you saw her, it would look like she was outlined with like crazy wind and things.
It's vortex.
Yeah.
And you're the stillness in there. So, you are currently in your eyrie. How are you going to search for these pieces, and what kind of thing are you looking for?
I am looking for anything that I can, I am a machine, and Infinity has intense knowledge of how she works, how various machines works, but particularly how she works. That's kind of all she has. And so, I mean, literally scraps of metal that she can sort of bind together. She wants to... So basically, what I'm attempting to do is save his brain, basically. But everything else to infinity right now, she just has Uriel's voice going through her mind saying weakness of the flesh. So she's prepared to like completely encase him in metal if need be. And the only way I could think of this vaguely working to power it, she's going to reach and unclip her like breastplate or screens and go into her core, which we've never again really spoken about how she's powered, but I've always assumed it's this nuclear fusion, so she's basically powered by a star. And she's going to attempt to find a way to pass that reaction on and place it inside Uriel. And I was thinking we could do it at like the base of the brain, so it maybe glows through where his barcode used to be, and it'll be like a little glowing energy source there. Oh, so yeah, she's just looking for anything, like any metal, anything. But I will wild shape into a bird again and go around, collect bits, bring them back until I've got everything, and then I'll go to work.
Roll me an investigation check, and I assume that you have wild shaped into something to be able to leave your eyrie.
Yeah, I'll do giant eagle again, just because that's big and heavy and can pick big things up. So I'll cast guidance on myself before I go into wild shape. I'll
Excellent.
Believe in myself.
You want something with as much wing loading as possible.
That's good. That's not bad. What am I adding? 19 total.
The 19, you begin to search. You fly through this great cavern. You see tiny specks of people wandering around on the bottom, scavengers, and you begin to search, and you have a sense of what you're looking for, and you feel slowly you begin to amass the beginnings of a new body. As this is happening, Tenebris, we come back to you.
Oh no. I have to meet the store again.
You reach the slabs. You head inside. You've taken Volvo.
Oh, great. Thank goodness.
Oh, yeah. Just the one of you, is it?
Okay.
Yes, it's just me right now, but I'll find the others soon, so we'll be together again, and then the lady will help us fix everything, so I think everything's going to be okay.
Oh, that's great news. That's great news. We just, we need a bit of that. That's great news.
Can we go to Daedalus Grain's workshop, please?
Yeah, of course. Of course, it doesn't sound like on the outside. And you approach the slabs. These great floating thick platforms suspended. As you get inside, you see it's very, very active. There's lots of movement within it, and you can see red sort of spider climbing robots moving through the rafters, up and through this kind of vertical platform. And they seem to be all moving in the same direction. You see on top of them flashing blue lights. And as you get closer and closer to Daedalus Grain's workshop, you see that is where they are converging.
Jesus. I told her I'd look after her.
Then the smoke starts to waft over the windscreen. And you hear through the kind of the hiss of the car's stereos. Fire.
Oh, I think Zoom was filtering out your beautiful fire sound effects a lot.
Oh no. Damn you!
Zoom's really filtering you a lot.
Just go for a bigger fire.
Was it filtering me loads? The sounds have been so epic.
I think it does filter you quite a lot. I think it does.
You do such good sound effects. And
What if I do this now?
Oh, yeah. That's good. That was good. I am rushing.
Musicians.
I am rushing towards, I don't know, the front door, I guess.
You get there, and all of these sort of spider walkers are surrounding the inferno that was Daedalus Green's lab. Water spraying in from all directions. Hear people shouting, "We're gonna get a handle on it! We're gonna get a handle on it! We've got to go. Okay, all right. We just go."
Are there people watching other than the
There
officers?
are. So a safe distance away, along the platforms, lined up, you can see people sort of craning over to look at what's going on.
I'm going to go up to people watching and ask them, where is Daedalus Grain? Where is she?
Daedalus Grain, yes, of course, poor woman, she must be somewhere. I will, she's all right, I'm sure she's all right. And you hear another person, yeah, she's all right, she's been taken away, look, they've got her right there, you can see the medics.
And I look for,
look
for medics, yeah.
Okay, all right, roll a perception check.
Yeah! Perception. I'm going to assume it's not the day. It's not bright day. Let's the night. 24.
Yes. You see a tiny figure silhouetted in the red light of this blazing workshop, surrounded by much taller figures who seem to be tending to them. The figure is just slumped, staring at the fire.
I'm gonna rush over. Daedalus!
What?
Are you okay?
Is that Tenebris?
It's me. Are you okay?
They burnt it. But they took it first. Did you stop them? Tenebris?
The throne.
Tell me you stopped them.
They took the throne.
They took it all. They paid, and they took it. And they said the last part of the deal. I had to pay with it. It's gone now. It's gone.
You finished everything for them, right?
I had to. She's sort of reaching out for your hand now.
Hey, it's okay because they're going to leave you alone now, okay? Now you're free. You can start again. It's okay now.
Okay. And she's hugging you now.
What? I haven't got it yet. I haven't fixed it yet. But what was it? There was the throne. Oh, can I ask, Ali? Did the throne with all the cables coming out of it look like the chair I saw in Jai's vision, with the Infinite Sky model in?
Exactly.
Did it look like the one in the vision was like a really old DIY version and this was a new shiny version? Or did it look like they were literally the same thing?
The chair looked the same. What surrounded the chair was much newer and more state-of-the-art in Daedalus Grain's laboratory.
Yeah. And was there anything else that I'm not remembering that she was making for them?
Not that you saw, no. I mean, you saw that there was a great sort of there was a Colosseum, like kind of arcing up around the side of the chair. So you saw that.
Like a stepped audience.
Exactly, all around this.
Yeah. Okay. Who took it? How did they travel? What did they look like? And do you know where they went?
The Stitch Man.
In person?
I've seen him, Tenebris.
Really?
He's going to make it. It's going to be beautiful. I just don't want it to be used.
What is it for?
It's
for a droid, right? You put a droid in the chair?
The connections would fit a droid, yes. How do you know that?
What would happen if you put a droid? Do you remember my friend Infinity? What would happen if you put one and connected it?
If you put it connected, I mean,
It's supposed to work with... There needs to be another kind of software. You see, what it is, it's an amplifier, right? That is essentially all it is. It takes whatever is sat in the core, the central zone, and it amplifies it. And of course, with the right kind of software, it can amplify whatever's in there into all different kinds of ways. I mean, it could amplify it physically or mentally. It will be the mental readout amplified and delivered somewhere. There is an output, that much I know.
Could it control things? I don't know. Like, what can an infinite sky robot do that could be amplified? They are meant for terraforming, but it cannot amplify terraforming, can you?
No, that's not what it's about. It's something different from that. I just know that it has something to do with what we made originally. You remember the shards, the spikes?
The shards.
Something from that was going to be used in this, but I don't know what.
The shards were going into people's heads and controlling them, maybe.
The drill, the great drill, the drill that I made. And you can see this is really taking it out of her now.
Gosh. Do you know where the Stitched Man is? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Anything?
I don't know. I mean,
I have to find him.
All I can say is that what I made, I just made the hardware. You would need a huge amount of power to drive it. You would need to you would need to be able to tap power from somewhere to power this machine. And it would have to be big. Really, really big.
Big like the space elevator big? Big like...
Yes, that could be enough.
Is there anything else that is powerful in Gonka? Power station?
I don't know. I mean, maybe some of the Armada spaceships might be able to provide that level of input.
Martin's brain is broken now, right? Otherwise,
perhaps there was something on there. There may still be something on there now.
The power source for Martin's brain? I'm sorry about your workshop, but this is a good thing, okay? You're done.
How can it be a good thing?
You're done. You are free. They can't get you anymore. You won't have to see the Stitched Man again. I will go and take care of it. My mistress is taking care of it, and I am helping her. I told you we would help you. The Lady Cybervargi. You can trust her. She will help you.
You see Daedalus recoils at that.
What's the matter?
You're friends with the Lady Vargi.
She is my mistress. She's very wise. She's promised to help you, and she'll fix all of this. She's very powerful.
She is as the lady commands. Yes. Yes.
Okay. You will be okay, right? These people will look after you. You have somewhere to go. That's it. Looking at the
I'll be fine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I hope I'll see you again. Okay.
What is Tenebris doing now?
Shitballs!
She's doing shitballs.
Shitballs. It's also hard now, because now I do know where they are. Power source. I feel like I need to sleep. I just basically Tenebris has no spell slots left. Willie needs to sleep, but doesn't want to let the lady down, doesn't want to just go home and sleep, because that feels like she's not doing her mission that the lady's literally just told her to sit out and do, which is why she's wandering desperately around. So I'm not gonna go home. I think I'm gonna go find a hotel. I think I'm gonna go for
Just go for a sleeping Volvo like a baby and have him drive you around.
Actually, that'd be quite nice. I'll let me ask Volvo. Volvo, do you have a bed?
Do I ever? I've been waiting for you guys to ask. And the sofa brings out to a lovely sofa bed. Got some nice new duvet covers.
Oh, can I just sleep here for a bit? I'm really tired.
Absolutely, milady. And you see the duvet covers have little cars on them.
Yes! Volvo!
So cute.
In that case, I am gonna freaking long rest.
And with that, we come back to infinity. But there it is. You have collected around you the pieces that you will use to create a new Uriel. What will you do?
Oh, this is going to go great.
Oh God. Yeah.
That music.
I'll start putting him together.
You place. Okay, at this point, roll a. So you are trying to construct the robot.
Yeah. I'm using my 5th level spell.
That's true. Okay, all right.
The only thing we have to roll for is what?
That's true. That's true.
Big thing. I'm happy to roll for other stuff, but it does.
You
work.
give your mind over to the power of the information gifted to you, and you allow your fingers to work on their own as they start to construct the shape of a real metal man, and within it all, the still soft, moist surface of Uriel's cortex. And now we go back to Uriel as this is happening.
Yes. This is my Rosetta Stone. Yes.
What is this thing? We've not really got a straight answer from anyone about what this thing actually does.
Come here, you silly man. Come on.
And up he goes, up the final staircase.
Oh, there's stairs in here too. Right, yeah.
Yes. You enter the room. The first thing you notice, no stairs. You're at the top. And it's a library. Books, tomes everywhere, these scrolls. And
Yes, of course. Yes, right. Yes, if I could just. Yes, of course. Simply because yes, in the 9003, I will check.
And these infinite sky clank moves themselves into the between the shelves, starts looking for things, pulling books and scrolls down from the shelves.
Yeah, you really do like these old things, don't you? They're very, very inefficient.
He's sort of ignoring you now, but you hear a kind of, "Idiot! How many times? This is a presentation!"
Oh yeah, not real. Yeah, okay, with you. So, what are you looking for?
I am looking for the last time that we saw this sort of celestial reported, of course. Now, you will probably never have heard of this, but celestial is the language of the gods. You know the gods, yeah?
I know one of them, yeah.
Oh. And which one is that?
Well, I mean, I'm dead already. Minerva.
Next to you, you see that Minnie's disappeared. She's off wandering through the books. You hear her singing to herself. Interesting. Yes. Listen, the real gods. None of this fake, new, made up the corn was always a one for creating their own little band of miscreants. No. The first gods. The coming of the first gods. You know, don't you? Let me tell you a tale.
What is?
The first gods. The mother of all gods. His mother. Yeah. The first super intelligent AI created on Eden Prime. She made the gods. Your god is nothing. A little blip. You know, there's a little. There's nothing. No. But you see, what I seek is the next step. What the gods could have been. And that's why I need this. And he holds up the artifact.
So wait, you're making a new god yourself?
No, not exactly. Look, takes out a book from the shelf, opens it up, and on the page you see what looks like a great octopus. Many tentacles. And it hangs, and you can see around it stars, planets, hanging in space. A huge, multi-limbed octopus. And as you look closer, you realise that it's to scale.
How big is this book?
Sorry.
I'm so confused. I was like, wait, what?
Is it to scale for an octopus? Like it's a real octopus size?
No, sorry. As in, the octopus hanging between stars and planets is to scale with the stars and planets.
The book isn't
they
the
are
size.
the same size.
My God.
My God.
My God.
Looks up at the sky.
Shit.
I don't think I follow.
The gods were not the only creations of mankind to supersede them. You see, there were many civilizations grew and died in the years beyond, but what one did which no one else could match is create beings of such incredible power. Titans, you see. And they use these creations to conquer the surrounding systems, but if you just look here, and he reaches up and grabs down a reference from above and starts leafing through it. See, it's written here. There's here the sayings of the wise Alondo. Look. These machines soon required complete immersion of their pilots. It drove them mad. Absolutely mad. Crackers. As more and more pilots were sucked into the workings of the machines and the power grew larger and larger, they became unstable. And the Titans grew volatile and hard to manage. And this is when the war in heaven began. The gods and the Titans, they fought. But no one could see. No one could see what the truth was. They shouldn't have been fighting. They should have been joining. You understand? And with this, we could do it.
You're going to join the gods and the Titans together.
No. The problem, always the problem, is control. You have to control. And that's what I will do, my friend. Because you see, and they wipe clean the surface of the artifact, and you see that on one side is this celestial writing you've seen, and on the other side is a completely smooth surface. And as Infinite Sky, who is not Infinite Sky, holds it out towards you, you feel rippling of different energy across this surface. As you move your hand across it, you feel energy changing and moving, different kinds of energy. Some you feel in your ears, some you feel as heat in your hands. You say this? Primordial. The language of the Titans. With this, I can open the gate.
Right, so it's got the language of the god on one side, and it's got the language of the Titans on the other side, and this is a gate. You're gonna have to, where's the gate?
Well, I think that would be telling, don't you? I don't want just anyone going in there.
Well, I mean, I can't do it. I'm dead. I'm here, not like I can go in there.
As this happens, something starts to change around you. Are you so dead? Infinity. Your spell reaches the final parts of its casting. Is there anything you want to do before you finish it?
Yeah, as I place the reactor in and prepare to sort of activate everything and checking everything's together, slowly the clouds start to swarm over her again, but they go back to the stars as she's realizing that it's working. And she will look down at Uriel and say, "This world often doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and I'm sorry, but the emotions that I feel for you, for Tenebris, they're the only things I really understand. I love you, Uriel." And she'll turn it on.
You feel the power being sucked out of your chest, all of your power, as your spell slots are sucked into this moment. Uriel, you feel something begin to change. Something's about to happen, you don't know what. In the last moments that you have here, is there anything that you want to try and do?
Is he holding the artifact? Are they holding the artifact in a position that I could grab?
They are. But during this, it has become apparent that they have taken the information that they need.
Oh, they don't need the actual thing.
No. Well, it seems like they have done.
I feel like Uriel wouldn't know that. I feel like Uriel would definitely, if that sense that something's about to change, would reach for this thing that is now obviously
absolutely
valuable.
Make a dexterity check to grab this thing.
That's a 14.
Yeah, that beats. You whip it out of the hands of this robot. Going so soon?
Apparently. What's going on?
I hope I see you again. Changed. With a huge sucking of breath, you are sucked out through the tower, through this grey landscape, and you feel as you're being pulled out, the parts of your body are being... Your mind is starting to unravel as you get sucked. Your eyes open. You look up into the face of Infinite Sky 6000. Different now.
Uriel?
Infinity.
She just hugs him immediately. Just falls, hugs.
Where am I?
We're in Martin's Bane. I'm sorry, you were right. Flesh, it's weak, so I fixed you.
Hold up my arms and look at them.
Can we roll for it now?
And now, yeah. How would you like to do this roll? So,
Do you wanna
so everybody knows, the reincarnate spell asks you to roll a D100 to work out what race you will be reincarnated as.
Oh gosh.
So in the
Uriel
spell
will be an android.
in the spell, it says the GM does it. However, Ali, I think we talked about me and Simon rolling one dice each. If you're still happy to do that.
Indeed.
Yep.
So do you do the main one? So you do the 10. So the
Yeah.
10, 20, 30, and I'll do the other one.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Which dice? I don't know which dice. I'm going to use
Simon,
the
you
dice
can
I got at
colour
your
again.
wedding. That's
Be
fine.
colour again, Simon.
Be colour
You're
again.
alive.
Make yourself colour
hang
again.
on.
People on the podcast, he's been in black and white for the entire episode.
Da, 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 da. I'm back, baby.
Take the sunglasses off. Okay, ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. What'd you get?
10.
I got a 4. Oh my god. You're a dwarf.
Actually.
It's a mountain dwarf. Is that what you were? Were you a mountain dwarf?
Hang on. Was I?
What kind of dwarf
I
were
was a
you?
hill dwarf
You're a
before.
hill-
I got out
okay.
of the world.
So you're a mountain dwarf, not a hill dwarf, but you were 1 point away from being exactly the same as you were.
Oh my god.
And you do have to change that in your character sheet eventually, but we'll go through that.
We'll worry about that.
Another time, yeah.
How do I? My life restores life with full HP.
I can't believe you're still a dwarf. That means she's basically just rebuilt him as a
There's less biological stuff.
yeah, which kind of makes sense from hill to mountain, right? Less grass, more rock.
Yeah. D&D Beyond question: is this now restore life with 1 HP or restore with full HP?
Such a good
I
question.
don't know.
Good question.
Does it say?
It does not say.
It does not say. I would assume probably. I don't know. What does Revivify do? Revivify
Revivify does 1.
does 1, so probably the same.
So restore with 1.
I would say 1.
Yeah. We're going to go to sleep
All right.
anyway because I've got no spell slots.
Confirm.
And is there anything that anybody else wants to do now?
I'm sleeping.
Ask what the fuck's happened.
We really need to. Oh dear, we need to talk more.
I can't.
with
I
that-
can't do any scrying because I've got no spells.
That's okay. No, that's okay. Well, I'll sleep
Uriel,
anyway.
you sit up and you look out into the wrecked and cavernous chamber that was once your home, rebuilt, reborn, maybe with new purpose. And there we will leave it.
Brutal music
Oh,
Oh, good grief.
oh! I can't believe you're still a dwarf.
Pretty fucking funny.
cut. Ali,
That's amazing.
that was a lot.
That was a lot.
Guess who doesn't have to learn any new rules?
Yeah, I think all it is you will. Yeah, there's a couple of things, but we'll go over them. It's fine.
I mean, I can change my character. Well, I can.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Well, okay. There's deep lore happening today.
Oh my god!
No.
The law truck turned up.
Andy in chat points out that now we don't need new character art for Uriel. So that's
I mean, he is full machine now, so just tone it grey a bit.
Yeah, we'll just desaturate
only his face
the-
is visible.
Oh,
So we'll
I already made the
face, it'll be
thumbnails
fine.
for the next few videos as well. I'm gonna have to change those.
You should have known this was coming.
Why? What did you do?
I don't know. I just sort of forgot that actually, yeah, my appearance was probably going to change.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Shall yeah. So as we mentioned, we've got 2 episodes left now to Save the freaking world? How's that going to work?
Save the world.
It's not. This is a disaster. This is a problem.
Save the robot cheerleader. Save the world.
Yeah.
It's looking bad. It's looking everything's.
Yeah. It's slightly better than the end of last week, though, I would say. We have more information.
That is
by
true.
a lot.
Now we have less
Infinity
time left.
still knows nothing.
Yeah, we really need to get together and just data dump everything. I've been having lots of like typing all my extensive theories into chat. I have many thoughts.
Same.
Don't know if any of them are right.
Same.
Oh gosh. So we will wrap up there for the podcast and YouTube. And just give you a quick reminder on where to find us in case you haven't found us.
Find
somehow.
us.
Find us more. Find us in more places.
Hello, we're right here. Hi, we're in your ears.
Help.
But we do
Yeah.
love. There are several things you can do that would really help us out. So following us or even subscribing to us on Twitch is great.
Lovely.
We're on twitch.tv/RPGeeks DnD.
Also, the best way to watch, like seeing chat scroll
Yeah.
past to
Yeah.
have people
Nice
react
watching
and be part of
live.
that community in real time.
fun.
If you can watch live on Monday evenings, 7 p.m. UK time, definitely the best way to.
Yeah,
consume.
especially for the finale on the 19th
Yeah.
of December.
That's true.
Get yourself there.
Definitely.
Yeah, we also post lots of updates on what's going on our Twitter and Instagram, both of which as our handles RPGeeks DnD, standard. We have sciencey clips mostly on our TikTok. Let's be TikTok friends, TikTok buddies.
TikTok.
Again at
friends on
RPGeeks DnD.
Follow us
Yeah.
on TikTok.
You can be.
Oh, but if you both follow each other, you'll be friends. But that involves us following you back. So
I follow people back.
do you follow
I don't
everyone
like-
back?
No, I look at whether people actually make videos or not, because most people are just on TikTok too.
Scroll.
Like, if you're active on TikTok, then I'll follow them back. And we have stash.
We have stash.
We have
So much stash.
Remind us of the stash.
Don't have it on me.
Stash link.
rpgeeks.tmil. That's TEEMILL.com.
Full stop.
COM. W. Double
Double
W.
W. Full stop.
So yeah, that's where to find us. We'll see you. Oh, and podcast and YouTube.
Podcast,
So
YouTube,
those places as
Instagram,
well.
all of the
Sorry,
other ones
yeah.
that Shamini didn't mention.
Yeah,
RPGeeks D&D.
RPGeeks D&D on YouTube. Search RPGeeks D&D.
Please leave us ratings on
Dungeons and Dragons
podcasts
Science.
too.
Yeah,
That would be
leave us
nice.
ratings. Yeah, that'd be really good. If you could just go to those places just to leave us a rating, that would also really help us out, help more people find us. Thank you all so much, especially those of you joining live. Thank you all for who's watching on catch up. If you've got this far into the plugs at the end,
Or if
we
you're
appreciate
new
you.
and you've stuck with, or you've just joined
New
and you're like, what is
people.
going on? Why are they all sad?
Oh.
Why is that one guy grey?
Yeah,
He did.
and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye for now.
Bye.